Hi, my name is David Wynn.
Hello, my name is Ryan Kwong, and we are the marketing consultants. We are very honored to be able to help you with your senior citizen center. So we understand that you have a problem where you're only capturing 0.19% of the market share of senior citizens out of a population of 13,000. So we have come up with a couple of countermeasures to try to fix this issue. One of the countermeasures we have is that we are going to replace exercise classes with water aerobics, as we have found this is much more popular with the senior community. We will also scrap the lunch and crafts and replace them with community activities. Finally, we will also recommend scrapping the bag lunch idea.
So the reason why we're going to scrap the bag lunch idea is because we're effectively treating these seniors like kids, and obviously this isn't very good because this hurts their self-esteem because they kind of feel like they can't do anything. So our solution to that is to effectively have catered food from local restaurants. This helps the restaurants in that they can show that they care about the community, and this helps us because we can provide free catered food, and we can also advertise that, which I'll touch back on later on. So the community activities that Ryan was talking about earlier, we're mostly thinking of three main things. So the first one is working with the younger generations and elementary schools. So for example, on career day, we can have a lot of these seniors go in and just talk about what they did as a career and give them more real world examples. And this isn't necessarily limited to once a day, once a year or something. We can have this on a more frequent basis because older people are a suppository of knowledge. So we can have them expose these children to the real world. And then another thing is that we can have them go to animal shelters and we can have them play with the animals, for example, and just have them be entertained by the animals and take care of the animals for a bit. A third thing that we can do is we can partner with, for example, local high schools and colleges and effectively have them volunteer. So for a bit, they can also take care of these seniors by playing music, for example, for them. We could have the high school bands play music for them, just effectively to help offer them some live music. We're effectively going to be partnering with all these different community services.
So one of the reasons why we have decided to go with the idea of going back into the community is that the psychology of senior citizens. Essentially, in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, there are multiple stages, with the first stage being things like food and water, and you slowly progress up the stage to things like love and nourishment and the life sense. So senior citizens, as they're in a developed country, are likely at the final stage, the sense of fulfillment in their life. Similarly, Erickson's stage of development, which is they are at the final stage of that too, which is stage 8. Essentially, they're looking back at their life as was it integrity or despair that they lived the life the way they wanted to. So by offering to go back into the community where they can give back to the community once more, we are allowing them to feel fulfilled even in their golden years by in the sense that they're also helping the community while also feeling good about themselves.
So how are you going to advertise this? We're going to advertise this primarily to two different target demographics. The first one is going to be to the children of the senior citizens. So a lot of these children who are supporting their parents and the senior citizens themselves. So we're going to do that by advertising us. We're going to be focusing on the free lunch and the free transportation thing, as well as the fact that we're taking care of them. So all those three things essentially means that we're taking a huge burden off these children. They don't have to worry about what they're going to eat because we're going to cater to them. They don't have to worry about getting them to and from home because we're going to be doing that for them with the vans. And obviously they're not going to have to worry about what they're doing during the day because we're going to be taking care of them. So that's how we're going to really emphasize the fact that we take care of them for you to those children, and we're going to be emphasizing the entertainment part to the senior citizens. So we're going to be emphasizing what we're going to be doing to them, and the best way to do that is by starting a social media page and website that shows all the different activities that we're doing for those senior citizens and that they're doing. So then this shows the senior citizens and all their different friends what they're doing. And effectively to encapsulate the idea of all this, the zeitgeist of all this, we've come up with the slogan, Midtown Senior Center, making the most of your golden years. And explaining the nature and scope of product service management function is very important because it's the development and maintaining of a product. So there's three main stages. The first one is to develop new products. So in our case, it's the community service programs, the providing lunches, the starting of the social media page. We can also monitor the current products. So the board games and bingos and movies, we're keeping and ending products that don't work. So we're going to end the lunch and crafts as well as the exercise. The concept of the product mix is essentially the range of products that we offer them. So in our case, it'll be the different services that we offer to the seniors and to their children. It's essentially the concept of having something for everyone. And the factors of marketers to position the products and services, there's three factors. We're going to be using the target demographics, so the children of the senior citizens and the senior citizens themselves. We're going to be advertising the benefits. So what do they gain from this? So in our case, the children gain a place to take care of their parents, and so that they don't have to worry about it while they go to work. The senior citizens gain fulfillment, happiness, and entertainment, and the current trends. So the current is effectively like what medium we're going to be advertising. So we're going to be doing a lot of social media, but also a lot of traditional, such as word of mouth and a lot of different partnerships and public relations.
The role of customer service and branding is that customers define that enterprise by with their patronage and satisfaction with their services. If the community feedback is positive and people enjoy using that brand, then the brand will thrive in the community. And vice versa, if the community is very upset, the customers are upset, and they leave bad reviews, the brand will become tarnish. The concept of marketing strategies in our case is that we want to increase awareness and increase the amount of positive perception a company has. As we mentioned earlier, we'll have social media talking about what's going on and what events we're doing. And so people can see that, oh, the senior center is doing so many great things. We should definitely check it out. As we've mentioned earlier, we'll be targeting two demographic groups, the senior citizens and their children, with ads on various platforms such as social media, talking about our senior center so they have a better understanding of what we do. Our communication channels that we'll be using in public relation activities are essentially having people that the community knows, talk about, and also slightly advertise our senior center, such as inviting the mayor over to show his support for the community and how it's important that we should give back to the community. We also develop word of mouth publicity where senior citizens will share with their friends and be like, hey, look, we had a great experience here at the center. You should definitely come with us next time. And that way we can attract more people as well. We will also be running newspaper ads and commercials and also radio commercials. As these are usually used more by senior citizens, it'll have a greater impact on our target demographic. We will also be building and maintaining relationships with our customers. And it's important to create these lasting relationships as they're the ones who essentially keep the senior center running. So we are going to do our best to ensure an enjoyable atmosphere and experience that is both enriching and fulfilling. And we'll create a sense of fulfillment for the senior citizens in their golden years. As we said in our slogan, this Midtown Senior Center, making the most of your golden years.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for for giving us the honor of volunteering for your organization.
Thank you for your time.